What up, YouTube? Figured I'd make a video of an update on my road trip adventure. I had a really bad night last night. I wanted to talk about it just so I could vent. I don't know. Maybe some people would want to listen to it, some people wouldn't. It's just the downsides, I guess, of driving a semi. So, basically, it's a long story, so I'll start with this. So, I upgraded to Phase 2 like 2 weeks ago, and I teamed with a kid that I went to school with. So we were going to be doing teams. So we got our truck in northern Illinois on a Monday, and our first load was to Oregon. So we went from there to Oregon, dropped our load in Oregon, and picked up. Well, my teammate decided to do a bunch of illegal shit, and he got fired. So he got off the truck, and they gave him a ticket. He went home back to Illinois. So I went solo. So they left the truck with me, and I basically took the load in the truck, and the load was due from Oregon to Ohio. So I drove my 10-11 hours a day, 500-600 miles a day. I parked, I woke up, I did it all over again, and I got back to Illinois. They swapped me finally. It took me like 5 days to get there. So they did all that, and then I got another load, and this load was going to Ohio, which I barely had enough time to complete it. It was a 5-hour drive. I had 6 hours left on my 70-hour clock. So I, like, okay, it's 330 miles or something. So I leave, and I'm coming here. I'm like, okay, so I can make it in 5 hours if I don't stop for a rest break or anything like that. And plus I had almost a full tank of fuel. I'm down to 3/4 of a tank of fuel now, but my fuel gauge has been pretty weird. I'm drinking me some nice coffee. This stuff is, I'm at this travel plaza in Ohio. It's called Hyper. It's like a dark roast. It's actually really good. French vanilla. So anyway, so I'm parked in Ohio. So anyway, so I'm on my way to Ohio last night, and I get to a toll. I have a Elite Pass. I get to the toll, and I go into the Easy Pass lane, and the little light says pass accepted, like always, and then the gate wouldn't open. So I was like, what the hell is going on? I started freaking out because there was a bunch of cars behind me. So I pressed the call button on the little box there, and the lady comes on, and she's like, I was like, hey, look, it said that it was accepted, but the gate isn't opening. And then she starts telling me that my Elite Pass was messed up or something. It was not approved. And I was like, well, what the hell's going on? And she starts telling me it's illegal to use toll roads if you don't have the money to pay for it. And I'm like, it's not my responsibility or my money to pay this. I was like, I got an Elite Pass. It's on my dash. Do you not see it? Like, clearly my company has one, so I can get through tolls. I said, I drove all the way from Oregon with no problems with this Easy Pass. I've never had a problem with Easy Pass, ever, in my life. There's like, I can get through any toll in America, except for there's one in Texas, which I'd never really go through anyway. So she's like, I'm gonna call the state trooper and all this other shit. I'm like, well, then call him. So finally, I had to give her the DOT number of the truck, the license plate number, the company name, the state the truck was registered in, everything but my blood type, basically. So I get through that toll, and about a couple miles later, there's another toll. And I'm like, well, maybe it's going to work this time. No. So then I got a ticket, which has to be paid before I leave Ohio. I think for a semi, it's like $38.50 per toll, since I have so many axles. So I got a ticket there, and I pulled off and called my company, and they're supposed to send roadside to do it. Anyway, I told them I didn't have enough time to complete this load now, because I sat for a half an hour at the first toll, giving her all my information to get through it. So then there's a travel plaza I pulled into last night. Roadside was supposed to call me. They never did. I don't know what's going on. So I need a 34-hour reset right now. And, yeah. So I don't know what they're going to tell me to do. I do have 6 hours now because I gained 3 hours or whatever. Or I gained a few hours from at midnight last night on recaps. So I technically do have 6 hours left, but my Easy Pass isn't working. Roadside didn't call me. Nobody's come to get the load, and I'm just sitting here. So I may be here for 36 hours doing nothing. I did go to Walmart the other day and buy some food in my truck, and I've been watching Xfinity Live TV pretty much all day yesterday, which is pretty much what I did. Internet's not the fastest here at LTE. I don't know why. I think it's just this part of Ohio. I'm pretty much like 20 miles over the border in Ohio, and I think I have another 3-hour drive left. And so I don't know what they're gonna do. So I'm waiting for my boss to call me, but I wanted to make an update. Like, things happen on the road a lot. Like I said, you run out of time, they got to swap your load, and then you got to park, and this is doing that. And then today's Thursday, I've got home time supposed to be on Sunday in Indiana for like 3 or 4 days, because I have child support court and whatnot. And yeah, so I might be home on Easter if I'm lucky, depending on if they get the stuff fixed. So I just wanted to make an update to let you guys know that I'm still alive. I still got my CDL. I got a 2,000-mile run from Oregon. I got robbed on my last paycheck from child support. They took 55% of my income, plus all the taxes and medical and everything else, left me with pretty much a zero paycheck. So I've been living off advances for now. I do got a job offer right now, and I'm just waiting on an automatic truck, because I have an automatic restriction on my license because I took my test in an automatic. So let's see, I got my CDL in January. I did all of February in phase 1 with a trainer and another guy, and then it's March, and I made it 2 days with a teammate, and now I'm solo, and it's just been interesting. So yeah, so I'm just waiting for this pre-pass to get fixed and for them to take care of these tolls. But other than that, I'm still trucking, still going, but I don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm just waiting around. So yeah, I'm just trying to get this year done and then move on with my life. But other than that, yeah, England's a good company for all your training, your schooling and all that other stuff. It's actually really good, so I can't complain. So I'm going to relax here, smoke a cigarette, and then I'll upload this video and see what's going on. So that's the story of the road today, and that's just my update. So thanks for watching.